Welcome back to my channel. My name is David. So many people have asked me about student visa to the United States, and I just wanted to answer that question. I will speak both Swahili and English. So, student visa inajulikana kama F1 visa. F1 visa, kuna process ya kuapply hiyo F1 visa, na hiyo process si ngumu. Ile tu kitu ngumu sana kwa F1 visa ni ile pesa inahitajikaga. Ile pesa inahitajika kwa bank statement, hapo ndio shida ukujia zaidi. Lakini the first step unatafuta shule Marekani. Ukishatafuta shule in the United States, then if you have been accepted by that school, after application, they will send you a form called I-20. I-20 is just basically saying that we want this guy to come and go to school here as an international student, and he has qualified to be an international student in our school. The second step, even during the application, is like you have to know English, and you have to prove that you have a certificate of English if you are not a native English speaker. That was in the application, and that's why you've been given I-20. Okay, now you get your I-20. Now you have to apply for the visa itself. So you have to fill a form called I-90. That I-90 is the application of the visa at the embassy of the United States. Then you look for an interview to go for an interview. When you get to the interview, there are so many other documents that you will be required to have to prove your case at the embassy of the United States in whatever country you are coming from. Okay. Number one, you need your transcript. Your transcript, academic transcript. And you need to show that you are, this is very important, show that you are a bright student, show that you know what you want, show that when you come to the United States to go to school, you are serious about your future, and you are serious about changing the future of your country, and you have to show, or you need, or it's a good thing to show that there is a specific need that you want to change in your country, or there is a specific service you will improve after your education in the United States, because that's very important for the United States. They want to improve lives all over the world. And who is better person to improve life than the citizen of those countries themselves? If they are equipped here in the United States, then they are able to go back and bring that application to their country. So number 3, so ukifika kwa embassy of the United States, uko na transcripts zako, uko na I-90, the application of the visa, uko na I-20 ya kuprove ya kwamba wewe umekubalishwa kwenda kusomea Marekani na hiyo shule ambayo imekukaribisha huko. Alafu another important thing, uko na bank statement yako. Uko na bank statement. Now the bank statement must show that you will be able to pay for the school fees, and you're not going to come here and depend on or struggle and become a burden to either the school or the state or the government. Does that make sense? They don't want you to come here and become an illegal immigrant. And that's why you need to show the bank statement. Now, you get here. Let's say you succeed and you have already been given the visa, you have been accepted, you have started traveling. You have to show that you have to apply this at least within 3 months before your classes begin, or before your classes start. This whole process from once you apply for that visa, it might take 3 days to about several, a couple of weeks or months. But it doesn't really take so long for the student visa because of the rush of you starting class and also settling down. You want to make sure you have a place to live. You want to make sure you know what you're doing. You know, all those kind of little things. Like any other country does that. Any other country does that. Like it does. Even if you're going to your own country in that university, you need time to settle down in that city and that kind of stuff. And also, the other thing I want to encourage you is at least just know that there will be a lot of adjustment in terms of cultural differences and cultural shock when you get to the United States, especially if you're coming for education. You've never been to any other place around the world. You've never lived anywhere else. You know, remember, you're a non-immigrant who is living. He live here with other people from other nationalities and mostly from America. And so the culture shock will get to you, but you will learn as you go. So prepare yourself psychologically about that. Another advantage is that ukikuja hapa, you have you can work 20 hours a week, okay, while you are studying. And when you are on break, you can work 40 hours. 40 hours is what considered full time here in the United States. And you can work with anything. You can work mostly. You cannot work outside your school, okay, but during summer or during breaks, you can work outside your school, but that school should be connected to where you're working in terms of the business. You know, something maybe, you know, maybe they have another affiliate, you know, business or whatever that they do with another company or something like that. You can work 40 hours. Maybe you can volunteer, or maybe you can do a little bit of internship and that kind of stuff. But everything has to go through the school, okay? All right, 40 hours. Then what happens after school, after your education? You have to go back to your country to do everything that you promised that you will do. But you also have the opportunity of working, maybe an internship. Sometimes you can get a whole year of putting those experience, that skills into some kind of experience. They are very generous. You know, they are very generous. They will give you some time to practice what you have learned, so that when you get back home, you don't just have papers and you don't have experience. You might get there and you don't know what to do. You don't know how to. You may not know how to give service, or what to give from the country that you're coming from. So you will be able to implement projects and processes and policies and whatever you have learned, whatever degree that you have taken in the United States. So that's the process of how the F1 visa go. But I know I have not probably exhausted all your questions that you have right now. And if you have any more questions, please in the comment here, just let me know. I'll be able to expound more. I'll be able to answer your questions. It may not be just the F1 visa, other visas, like especially the B1, B2 visa, which is a tourist visitors visa. People ask that about a lot about that, and they always ask about how can you change status from that to this. I'm not an expert in these things, but I have experiences in this thing, personal experiences, and that's why I'm able to share from a personal experience perspective. So I hope that has helped you so much. Thank you so much for subscribing to this channel, and this channel is just for education and enlightenment purposes. So Mungu awabariki sana. And I hope tutaongea tena hivi karibuni, na nitafanya video ingine kama vile ambavyo niliwa promise pale TikTok, ya kwamba nitaendelea kujibu maswali kama hizi ambazo watu wako nazo mingi sana, na pia kuwapatia education ya huku kuna kaaje, culture shocks na vitu kama hizo, ndio ujiprepare psychologically ukikuja huku, kwa sababu maisha hapa Marekani ni maisha tofauti sana, na ukija Marekani ni kama unaanzia kama mtoto tena. Maisha ni si rahisi vile watu hufikiria, lakini pia maisha inaweza kuwa rahisi kama unajua ni nini unafanya. So mkuwe na wakati mzuri, and I hope to talk to you again soon. Thank you so much.